Hi, Christine. We do have a list, starting off with the people who still haven't showed up. So I'm going to go ahead and update all the people who just submitted a payment. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste. I keep getting payments, so let me just go ahead and continue adding these people. 1 second, guys. All right. So this is the updated list with the people who just submitted a payment. So we have right here, again, starting off with the people who have not come in for the past few weeks. We have Anissa Wilson, Stephanie Bankerhoff, S.J. Sons, Lynn Tran, Deshaun Peel, Yali Ortiz, Tara, G-Ram. I know G-Ram is going to eventually show up. He's a regular, but his hours have changed at work. So hopefully one of these days he'll change back and come and get his $5 reading. And we have Christine, Jessica Bola, and Arkel, who submitted payments once the live stream had started. So, Christine, I know you submitted $15. You ready to submit your question along with your zodiac sign, please? That is so crazy. Where the hell did I put my cards? 1 second, guys. Okay, I have your question here. I'm looking for my cards. All of a sudden, I can't find them when they were just right here this morning. Give me a few seconds, guys. They were under my pillow. Alrighty, so alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and start off with using the Influence of the Angels Tarot by Jody Baczynski Barbesi. So I hope you guys enjoy the images and the messages just as much as I hope I will. And so we're going to go ahead and start off with Christine. She's an Aries. She said, just lost my job the other day and waiting on a settlement. Is there any chance of me getting that money soon? So I'm going to go ahead and see if you will get the money by the end of this year. If not, when? Okay, so we're going to do a timeline reading for you. And Taco, I'll be with you in just a little bit, okay? So let's see what we have for Christine, Aries. Christine, Aries. Let's see. Christine over here just lost her job the other day, and she's waiting on a settlement. Will she be getting this money by the end of this year? If not, when? Let's see. All right. Well, let's go ahead and hide that. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we have in the bottom of the deck 5 of Wands, and then on your spread we have 8 of Swords, Ace of Swords in reverse, the World in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Hanged Man in reverse, and Death. So I don't think you will get the money by the end of this year, but for sure before the end of next year. Okay. But from what this is telling me as your challenge with the Hangman in reverse, your challenge here is to be proactive. So if you got to research, if you got to, file some paperwork, if you got to get some updates or whatever, that's the Hangman in reverse. So to answer your question, yes, I think you will, but it would be more in 2025. I don't think it will happen this year. Okay. But yeah, this is telling me right here, stay proactive, keep yourself updated, and let's not be stuck. Let's not be stuck. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Christine. Do you have any other questions for me? You submitted $15, so I wanted to know if you had any other questions for me. Sorry about that. I had myself on mute. Christine Aries seeing my ex Ryan Aries on Friday to hang out. Should I cut him off fully after hanging out? Okay, let's see if you should cut him off after hanging out. So you're an Aries dating an Aries. How is that like? That's gotta be like two ticking time bombs. It was crazy. I figured. I figured. I bet it was like a whole ass melodrama. He broke up with me to work on himself, but still wants to hang out a bunch. Wonderful. So let's see if we should cut him off after hanging out on Friday. And the way I'm asking this question is cutting him off completely, officially, forever and ever, at least until you die. Okay. So this is more like I'm gonna ask if you should be cutting him off indefinitely. Okay. But I'm feeling very unfulfilled in our connection. Yeah, forever. Okay, perfect. Good thing that we're on the same page. Let's go ahead and see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. All right, so we have 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, 3 of Cups, Knight of Wands, 5 of Swords, 4 of Swords, and 7 of Wands in reverse. Well, you got a lot of fighting cards. You got the card of dissatisfaction. That's the card of your challenge. So this is telling me that you're definitely unsatisfied. And what I like about this card is that, well, it's not that I like about it, but what I find so interesting about this card in comparison to um, other Four of Swords is it kind of just makes me feel like when I see this card, we're dealing with someone who's trying their best or did at one point try their best to become the best version of themselves, but someone else here is unfulfilled, unsatisfied. And you did talk about that. You did say that, he's working on himself, he's trying to be the best version of himself, but you're feeling very unfulfilled in your connection with him. But I am seeing a lot of fighting cards. I do see that you're going to have a wonderful union with him. I do have the Three of Cups with the Six of Wands, but the cards are also recommending that you do let it go because it seems like you're a person who possibly wants to get married or possibly wants children or a family. This is telling me right here, this would only distract you from that. Okay. So I got a definite yes for leaving him behind. I do see that you guys are going to have a wonderful reunion whenever you guys see each other on Friday. But this is telling me right here that we should move forward because it seems like this is just distracting you from what you could potentially have in a relationship. And when I see this is financial stability. This is a home, a family, but a family that is well off. Daddy is doing really good. Mom is doing really good. They got a big house. They always got food on their plates, on their table, and these are people who don't need to budget. So if you're someone that has worked on yourself, you're a career-oriented woman, then you can find someone who's just as successful as you are and would actually fulfill all those things with you. So yeah, I would say leave this behind. But it is telling me right here, I do see the reunion happening. It's gonna be a wonderful reunion. It's gonna feel nice, I guess. It's gonna be great. But this is only going to continue to distract yourself from what can potentially be good. But the wonderful thing about the Page of Cups in reverse is that we're kind of getting out of that fantasy of this working out, or you've already been in that place, or you've already reached that point, I mean, where you are not feeling the same way as you used to. Okay. So, last question, Christine. Our next question, unless you have more. Hi, Chrissy. Thank you so much for coming in. And yes, I am doing really well. We have another monsoon here in Mexico City, and I just came back from the rain. Oh my God, look at myself. But yes, thank you so much. I wish I had a blow dryer, but I don't. I have one in LA back at home, but I don't have one with me. What's next month looking like for me in terms of self-development? Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and extend it for the rest of the year since we're already kind of like mid-September, so October, November, December. So I'm gonna go ahead and see about that. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that there were monsoons here either, guys. It's just, I think they're great. I think they're amazing. I mean, I'm from California, so I think they're amazing. I love them. I'm just chilling here at my aunt's house here in Mexico City. Um, so so yeah, I just came rushing back to the house. So let's see. All right, let's see what the cards have to say for you. Okay. Interesting, Chrissy. So the cards are telling me that I do see self-love and wanting to work on the self-love. You wanna love yourself more. I do think you love yourself, but you just want to evolve that. You want to make it more, love yourself more, work on yourself more. You just wanna become the best version of yourself. And from what I'm seeing right here is that I do think the separation with the Aries, this person, your ex, Ryan, I think it's gonna affect you a little bit. Maybe not right away, because I feel like it might not affect you right away, but I think later on in the future, I do see that it will. I really do see that it will. Let me just brush this hair, man, because it's really bugging me, guys. Alrighty. So, yeah, like, I feel like it might not affect you right away, but It is kind of saying that eventually it would. I do think he's gonna have I think he will get over it quite easily. The thing is that I feel like the reason why he still looks for you is because he still is very sexually attracted to you. Whether you guys are having sexual relations or not, whether you guys have talked about it or not, after this breakup, for him working on himself, I still feel like there is this huge sexual attraction that he feels towards you. And I know you wanted to know about spiritual awakening, or not spiritual awakening, but your self development here. But for some reason, they want to discuss this a little bit with you, the cards, I mean. And from what I'm seeing right here, I think he's going to have a little bit of an easier time moving on. Um, and I think once you leave, I feel like this is going to trigger that feeling of like, I really want to be in a relationship. I really want to build something right here. Um, with that 4 of Wands. But I do see seeing the Empress as your outcome, I think this is fucking beautiful. I think this is saying that you will reach a point where you will become the archetype of the Empress, which is someone who is, just a diva, someone who really owns that throne. Okay, someone who's queening, if you know what I mean. So you will reach that point. You know, at least I do see you feeling a lot better about yourself and just feeling very comfortable and very confident under your skin, at least by the end of this year. But it is telling me here that it will definitely be work, a lot of work. And if you are, and I have a feeling that once you get a job, another job, it is telling me right here that that might distract you a little bit from working on yourself, but it's about making it a point to work on yourself. The cards are telling me here, let's leave this behind with Ryan. We have the 6 of Swords. But I feel like for him, I think he's gonna get over it really quickly, but I feel like for you, it's gonna trigger that I really want someone. I really want someone good for me, someone that I can build with. Don't be afraid of addressing certain past traumas, maybe even childhood traumas while you go through this. Because I feel like that's going to also be part of your spiritual journey. I think by the end of the year, 2024, you will definitely feel a lot better about yourself. Most definitely. Um, like I said, the Empress, she's the archetype of like that woman that's queening, that woman that, probably has a lot of money, probably someone who is very, successful spiritually, financially, career-wise, probably even someone who has a reputation with the Empress, or working on that, maybe working on, your reputation as far as your career, or maybe even amongst, your personal life. But I am seeing here that you will feel fulfilled by the end of the year for sure. I mean, you wouldn't have gotten the Empress right there. But I feel like this situation with Ryan is really crucial, because it's saying that, like if you were to just simply let him go, he would easily move on. But I feel like this is going to trigger you to want to be with someone. But the wonderful thing about this is that this is telling me that as you continue to work on yourself, you will come to a point where you're going to do really, really well. They are telling me right here that if you really feel the temptation to get into a relationship, this is not a good time. Again, I do see that you're going to crave that relationship, that commitment, after your ex Ryan Aries kind of walks away and kind of puts his distance. But it is telling me right here, this is not a time to get into a relationship. This is a time to start working on you. Give yourself some time. And I do think by the end of the year, you will feel a lot better about yourself. Okay. As far as being comfortable under your own skin and all of that. Okay. All right. So, Christine, I know you only submitted for 3 questions, but I wanted to know if you had any other questions for me before I move forward to the next person. Sweet Jesus, yeah, after Friday, I'm definitely cutting him off. Since we've been broken up, we've had sex, and had talks about us. I've ghosted him twice because it was just too tense. Well, you also have to understand that you being an Aries and this other person being an Aries, energetically speaking, you guys are both very intense. So if you really feel like the vibe is super intense, just kind of see it in more practical ways. Like, okay, well, yeah, it's intense because we're both ruled by Mars. Okay. So let's look at it in more like logical sense rather than being like, oh, if there's something, here that's super intense, it must be, because it's meant to be. I feel like a lot of people tend to confuse that when, the answer is a lot simpler than that. It's just the fact that he's ruled by Mars, you are ruled by Mars, and, you guys are both just really intense people. And you can also be an empath. You could be picking up on his vibe, on his energy because he's ruled by Mars. And you could be thinking to yourself, it's intense, but you're just not really understanding that, he's just an intense person by nature because he's an Aries. Okay. Christine Aries, could I get a peek on 2025 for myself? Let's specify the question, okay? Let's specify the question. Do you want to know if you'll get into a commitment by 2025? Do you want to know if you'll get a new job by 2025? Let's specify the question. Let's not make it too general because then I'd be here giving people like 2-hour readings each. Let's not do that, all right? We could do that in a private reading for sure, but let's specify the questions because, the list is only going to get bigger. Okay? Okay, well, you only paid for one. You only paid for one question, so do you wanna know if you'll get a new job by 2025, or do you wanna know about, will you get into a relationship by 2025? Or if you wanna ask both, then you can submit another payment for another question if you want. Yes, I do private readings, guys. I really, really, really do. I probably don't say that enough, but you guys can go to my website, mermaidoracle.com. Press on the button that says book a tarot reading and you will see all of the services I have. I have phone readings, email readings, audio recorded readings. Um, so you got it all right there, and they're completely private, and the wonderful thing is that I record all of the readings, so if you forget anything that I said, I'm not gonna remember. I got, like, a million clients. I will send you the audio recording or the video recording if we did a video, okay? So, yes, I do private readings, but if you wanna check it out, you can go to my website, mermaidoracle.com, okay? Alrighty, so you sent another 5. Okay, so let's go ahead and ask both questions. Okay, let's see if you'll have a new job by 2025. Okay, let's see if you will get a new job by 2025 or anytime between now and the end of 2025. How about that? Yes, guys, happy full moon. I thought it was yesterday, but I could be wrong. All right, so we have Six of Pentacles in reverse, and we have Ace of Cups in reverse, Temperance in reverse, Justice reversed, Ten of Cups reversed, Five of Pentacles reversed, and Nine of Cups in reverse. Last night's full moon was beautiful. Right, right, right. But you can still feel the effects of the full moon 3 days prior and 3 days after, for sure. So I don't see if it's a specific, if you're looking at a job for a specific field, or if you maybe majored on something, like if you have like a degree in something, I don't see you finding a job in a specific field that you probably have in mind. But with this, with the, I was going to say the yes cups in reverse, with the nine of cups in reverse, it's telling me you can, if it's something that either will pay you less or something, or probably a job that you probably don't want to do, or just something outside your field, okay, or your field of preference. So, and it's going to feel like the universe is not cooperating with you, and also it's going to feel like you're going to be limited with money. That's kind of what I'm seeing. But from here until the end of 2025, I don't see it unless you're willing to look for a job that isn't in your field of choice, and you might make less money. Okay, so let's go ahead and see for the next one. Next question. So let's see if we see you um, meeting a person of value, someone who probably checks off all the boxes for you anytime between now and 2025. You're honestly okay with making less money? Okay. Okay. Less money is better than no money. So more power to you. Alrighty, so we have right here the Two of Pentacles, and we have Eight of Wands, the Star in reverse, Ten of Cups in reverse, the Hierophant, Temperance in reverse, and also the Two of Swords. Well, they want to reiterate the idea of continuing to work on yourself, what we talked about in your previous question, working on yourself, because it seems like we got a lot of healing. There seems to be a lack of closure in a lot of situations in your life, things that you have experienced that you've just never received closure for or an answer for, a lot of unanswered questions that you possibly still have. So it's about just giving yourself that closure. You can also just meditate with the Silva method, which some of these people are we're talking about here on the chat. If anybody doesn't mind sharing the links from the Silva method that I shared not so long ago on Amazon. Um, if you work on that, you can give yourself that closure. If you really want an answer to a situation, meditate on it with the Silva method, and eventually, once you get better at it, you will get the answer so you can finally give peace to all of it. You know, it's not wrong to seek an answer or an explanation or some kind of closure in that sense when it comes to things from your past. It's not bad. Sometimes we just need that, and it's about just, once we get that answer, and sometimes it might not be satisfactory, and it might not be an answer we want to hear, but I mean, when you ask for it, you get what you ask for, and from there you would just work on that. Okay, so we have Chrissy 818. She said, "You can type The Silva Method by Jose Silva here on YouTube. It's 2 hours long." Yes, yes. There is the audiobook. They have it. It's like about 2, 3 hours, maybe even 4 hours, depending on who's reading it on the audio. But yeah, yeah, you can totally just find it here if you don't want to buy the book, and you can listen to a whole book in like 2, 3 hours, 4 hours, put in those headphones, go and do some chores or whatever, and there you go, you got it. And then he also has a meditation series that goes along with that book, and it will be great. Okay. But to answer your question, do we see a relationship for you in 2024? I feel like it's a 50-50 chance. The only thing is that I do see there's going to be communication. I do think you're going to meet someone. But I feel like either someone is busy or you might be busy. I do see communication, like text, constant communication with somebody. Could be an Aquarius, but something I feel like you might not like about this person, they might be a bit of a Debbie Downer. They might be the kind of person where they might always worry about worst case scenario. And I feel like you're going to be thinking to yourself, like, oh, I don't always want to worry about what can go wrong in everything. Like, chill the fuck out, or you're just going to see him as a negative Nancy. But I do see someone, most likely an Aquarius. And again, this could be a sun sign, which is the zodiac sign, the moon sign, or the rising sign, and also on their Venus too. But I'm seeing someone who could be a bit of a Debbie Downer, someone who probably over stresses themselves over just, things that they just think about or they just imagine. But I see constant communication with someone. Um, but keep that in mind. He is a bit of a Debbie Downer. Okay. All righty. So, Christine, before I move forward to, oh, and when are you going to meet this person? Let's see. Probably even Cancer season. Probably Cancer season, most likely. All righty. So, Christine, before I move forward to the next question, or I'm sorry, to the next person, do you have any other questions for me today? All right, I think Christine has moved forward. So, answering your question, is the monsoon getting me sick? I don't really think it's the monsoon. I just think that, the house is warm and then sometimes you go outside to do stuff. And mind you, this is kind of like a third world country. So sometimes I got to wash my clothes, you know, by hand. So, yeah, I feel like when I go back and forth with the house being super warm and then going outside when it's raining and it's cold, I think that kind of caused it in combination with, sometimes there's a water problem here. Sometimes the water doesn't come in Mexico City. So sometimes we're forced to take showers, with buckets and the water is icy cold. And I think that was also part of it too. I'm over here taking a shower with buckets of water, cold water, ice water, you know, and I don't like that. Mm-mm. You got to do what you got to do when you're in Latin America. So, um, your sister gets a lot of allergies when the monsoon season is around. I don't think it's allergies, not that I know of. This is the first time I experience monsoons, period. But I don't like it. I think it's great. I think it was just a combination of those two, taking a shower with icy cold water, buckets of water, and going back and forth with the house being super warm and outside being cold and raining and stuff. So, um, I guess because 'cause I'm in California, I'm just not used to it. I'm from California, and because of that, I'm not used to it. It's so funny, my ex texted me asking to reschedule us hanging out to Saturday because he wants to go to a rave. Well, that is very up to you if you want to. But, hey, girl, I think, like I said, this is something that, will only distract you from something good, and yes, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, this is clarification, you should just move forward. Latin America is live at your own risk. I can't wait to be in Colombia after New Year's, of course. My attorney is getting me a 2-year visa I'll have after the holidays. That's wonderful. All right, so I'm gonna there were some more payments that were sent in, so I wanna go ahead and, put everyone down. Okay, so we have mevitas, which is taco fillings. So, Christine, do you have any other questions for me? Alrighty. So, this is the updated list. So, Christine, do you have any other questions for me, Christine? No other questions. Thank you so much, Christine. Hope to see you around and don't hesitate to stick around if you want a personal reading. You know my website now, mermaidoracle.com. And I hope to hear from you guys soon. Trying to paste this list so we all see it together. All right, so we have Anissa Wilson, Stephanie Binkerhoff, SJ, Lynn Tran, Deshaun Peel, Yali Ortiz, Tara, G-Ram, Jessica Bola, Meditas, and also Whitney Jones. Okay, so Jessica Bola, give me your name if it's not Jessica, your zodiac sign, along with your question in one comment. It's so humid in Cali. I went to visit 2 weeks ago, and oh boy, inside the houses without AC, it's a no. I guess I'm used to having AC here in Arizona. It's getting just as hot as Arizona now. Um, probably. I still feel like Arizona's hotter, but I think it just really depends on where you went, where you were located. Of course, if you were more closer to the beach areas, or beach cities, or if you were like in San Francisco, for instance, like the weather there would be like 70, 80 degrees during the summer. Okay, don't think it will fit. I think I was removed from the list accidentally. Okay, so give you the moon and stars. Where did you submit your payment? I'll get to you in a second. I just want to see where Give You the Moon and Stars submitted her payment. Where did you submit your payment? Are you Raquel? Raquel? Yes. Okay. Yes, I did accidentally erase you. So let me go ahead and copy and paste this list. Okay, so I finally was able to copy the list. Alrighty, I did accidentally delete you. So here it is, the updated list. So we have Anissa Wilson, Stephanie Binkerhoff, S.J. Science, Lynn Tran, Deshaun Peel, Yali Ortiz, Tara, G. Ram, Jessica Bola, Arkel, Mevides, and Whitney Jones. So let's see if Jessica Bola submitted her question. There it is. Will you please tell me what you will see happen for me in love in the near future, if anything? Okay, so Jessica Bola, what is your relationship status? Are you single? Are you separated? Are you divorced? Are you widowed? What's your relationship status? Single and looking, single and not looking, single and saving myself for the right one? What is it? What is your status? I am single and praying for the best relationship, something pure and long lasting. Wonderful. So let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say for you. So I'm going to go ahead and see if you will be in a committed relationship anytime between now and the end of 2025. Okay. Jessica Bola, can you tell me what is your zodiac sign? What is your zodiac sign? You are Cancer. All right. All right, so we have the Eight of Wands, and we have right here Ten of Swords in reverse, the Chariot, Nine of Cups in reverse, Four of Pentacles, Six of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. I do think so. I do think so. I do think so. Give it about, the next 7 months. 7 months. So probably around like early mid next year, I see you meeting somebody. So yeah, I do think that I see someone with whom you can have a potentially good relationship with. You got this card as well, the Eight of Swords. So it's telling me there's going to be lots of communication between you and this person. If there is some healing you need to do, it's telling me right here that's the challenge is doing the healing, and the healing being in full effect, you doing your complete healing by the time this person shows up. If not, then this could be talking about meeting someone who needs healing. Okay. So that is what I have for you, Jessica Bola. I do see that you will find someone. I think it's going to be more around early mid next year. I give it around 7 months. And yes. So do you have any other questions for me? Do you ever see me having a child in my future? All right, let's see. Children. right, so we have the Empress, Page of Pentacles in reverse, the Lovers, Ten of Wands, Two of Cups in reverse, and also the Knight of Pentacles. So, yes, I do. You got the Empress card, which that is the archetype of the mother. So, definitely, I do see you having children. Yes, yes, I do. I definitely do. So, I'm going to go ahead and see how many. Okay, how many children? I'm thinking possibly one, a boy. Okay. But I think you're gonna be happy with that. I think you're gonna be happy with your boy. I think he's gonna turn out to be a fine gentleman. Okay. He might be someone that's not, I feel like your son, your future son, he might be someone that might come off pretty cold, pretty detached sometimes. He could come off a bit resentful sometimes, but I think you're gonna love him for that, for sure. Okay, so I see, yes, one child, a boy. But if that's something you don't wanna hear, then from what I'm seeing right here is that once you do have this kid, you would be okay with just having one, even if that's not something you feel right now, but from what it looks like, that's okay. That's okay for you. Um, that's what you pray for every day? One boy? Okay, well, I see you getting a boy, and I think he's gonna be an air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, those are the air signs. Okay? So, thank you, my love, thank you so much, that's what I wanted and what I pray for each day. Well, I'm very happy to, give you the news that you want, okay? Now, Jessica Bola, do you have any other questions for me before I move on to the next person? Let me know. No, that's it, my love. Thank you so much. Have a great night. All right. Thank you so much, Jessica. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Check my website, mermaidoracle.com, if you want a private reading. And I hope to speak to you soon. Okay. So and for the rest of y'all, because I'm seeing a lot of people who are coming in haven't seen me before, or at least I haven't seen you in the chat. My readings are $5. You want to know how to submit the payment? That is through PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. You can simply go down below on the instructions to check that out. But if you want, you can submit your payment right here on PayPal with this username at Yvonne Rivas Tarot. For Venmo, we have at Mermaid Oracle. And then for Cash App, we have $ Mermaid Oracle 1. Oh, okay. All righty. All right. So let's go ahead and see who is next. All righty. So we have right here on the list Anissa Wilson, Stephanie Binkerhoff, S.J. Sines, Lynn Tran, Deshaun Peel, Yali Ortiz, Tara, G. Ram, Raquel or Arkel, Mevidus, Whitney Jones. And then we have someone saying, "Hello, just joined. Is there a wait line for the readings at the moment?" Oh, there it is. Thanks. Yes, there is, but the first one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people haven't shown up. They paid like weeks ago and they still haven't shown up. The people that are here right now are just Arkel, Mebides, and Whitney Jones. So if you want to get on the list and these people still haven't shown up, you would be fourth in line. So right now I'm going to work with Arkel, and it will be Mebides, Whitney Jones, and Janice, if you wanna get on the list, you would be after Whitney Jones. Okay, because it seems like those, 4 or those 3 are definitely here. Okay, so it's up to you if you wanna go ahead and submit your payment. So, Arkel, where are you, my friend? Alright, there you are. I'm a Scorpio, he's a Capricorn. What are his true feelings, intentions, actions, if any, towards me? I believe they are being deceitful, so I walked away. Give me a second, guys. Okay, so what is your name and what is the Capricorn's name? Can you give me his first name and your first name? Is it Arkel? Okay, so your name is Raquel and his name is Mark. So what are his true feelings, intentions, actions, if any, towards me? You think he's being deceitful. Well, I just wanted to know, I mean, do you just want me to ask if he's cheating? We could just ask straight up if he's cheating, but if not, we can just go ahead and do a relationship spread, which I see his intentions, his feelings, his actions towards you. But if you just want me to ask if he's cheating, then we can ask if he's cheating because a relationship spread would probably not show that. It really just depends if he's cheating or not. Because it could be a thing where, like, he's cheating, but he doesn't see it as, like, him having any intentions of leaving you, right? So or we can ask both, whatever you want. Okay, so let's go ahead and ask if he's cheating. All right, so in the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and we got the Hermit, the Empress in reverse, Three of Swords in reverse, Seven of Wands in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse, and the Two of Wands in reverse. No, no, he's not. I just feel like you're dealing with someone who sometimes gives you the feeling that he's really not the commitment type. I feel like he gives you that impression that he's not really the commitment type, but what's going on right here is that I think you're dealing with someone who likes to be by himself. I think he likes his space. And maybe that it's being mistranslated. Maybe it's being misinterpreted as not caring enough or probably having something else on the side. Um, but he does it seems like he gives you the impression that he's really not the commitment type. And, but the cards are telling me right here we are, probably jumping into conclusions with the Empress in reverse. I got a definite no as far as cheating is involved, and you should take it because I hardly ever give good news here. Not that I don't want to, but whenever I do, I don't want people to think it's too good to be true. Um, I don't see that he's being deceitful. I do see that he's someone who likes his space with the Hermit and with the Hierophant in reverse. He's someone that gives you the vibe or the impression that they're not really the commitment type. But it's also because with the Two of Wands in reverse, you are a person of value, even though you struggle with your self-esteem here. You are a person of value, but you just feel like you haven't reaped what you have sown, that you haven't gotten what you want from the universe or what you feel you deserve from the universe, at least in terms of love. Okay? So, Raquel, do you have any other questions for me? Gosh, I was trying to take myself off of mute, and instead what I did was that I turned off my camera. Alrighty. So, um, how about if we ask the question like this? I'm gonna ask if there's gonna be marriage with this Capricorn guy. Are you okay with that? Let's see if there's marriage. If you guys will get married, okay? Or do you not care about marriage? 'Cause some people do, some people don't. Okay, sounds good. Okay, perfect. So let me go ahead and see if there's marriage between you, Raquel, and Mark, Capricorn. Technically, you guys are astrologically compatible. Yes. So let's go ahead and see if there will be marriage between the two of you. All right, so we have 10 of Pentacles. That's amazing. I really like that the people here today are really getting 10 of Pentacles a lot, and you also did get the Lovers also. So let's see if we see marriage with this person. I got a definite yes. I mean, you got the Lovers, you got the 10 of Pentacles. You're still dealing with someone again who likes his space and likes to disappear from time to time, or kind of goes into his little bubble. Um, but yes, he is a person, a man of action with with the King of Wands. He might be a little bit of the jealous type, but not to the point where it becomes toxic. Um, it's like it's small enough where it's cute, it's adorable, but it's not toxic. Okay, so from what I'm seeing right here, with the 10 of Pentacles, I see yes, I see marriage, and I see family, and I see financial stability. Okay, so I got a definite yes. I got all 6 uprights with 10 of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the King of Wands. I really do think that you're dealing with someone who, like, really likes you. And he's someone that I feel like would put effort into the relationship. If you're not seeing that right now, expect that to change. Okay? So, Raquel, do you have any other questions for me before I proceed to the next person? Alrighty, thank you so much. I'm guessing I will have to move forward to the next person. So hard to copy and paste sometimes with this MacBook. Sometimes it's easy and it happens, and sometimes it's not. Alrighty. So we have Anissa Wilson, Stephanie Binkerhoff, S.J. Sons, Lynn Tran, Deshaun Pugh, Yali Ortiz, Tara, G Ram. So these are the people who I haven't heard from yet. But the people who are here, we have Mevidus, which is Taco Fillings, and Whitney Jones. So Mevidus, unless anybody else in the beginning of the list is here, let me know in the comments. But Mevidus or Taco Fillings, you are next. Hi. What is your question for me? Oh, you sent Venmo. I hadn't even checked Venmo. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm gonna write you down on the list. Janice Villarreal. Should I get laser treatment on October 22nd or in November? Okay, let's go ahead and see. Yes, of course, if the treatment is not gonna be satisfactory or not, then obviously it would be a no, right? So, um, wow. Okay, so let's see for October 22nd. Alright, so we have Queen of Wands, 10 of Wands, 4 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Swords, and also the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Well, you're saying October 22nd. I would do it October 22nd. Okay, but it is telling me here your challenge is the Knight of Swords. That is the epitome of worrying. And you did say right here that, your dermatologist tells you not to worry, but you do anyway. So, but yes, from what I'm seeing right here is that don't worry about it. I got a definite yes. I think you would be absolutely fine. And I think this person is very intuitive. You're You're a laser treatment person, you're a dermatologist. I feel like this person is intuitive, they know what they're doing, but they also follow their intuition. Um, it seems like they just have an intuition for what they do. Okay, so this is someone you can trust. Not only do they have textbook knowledge, they have an intuition with what they do. Okay, so hopefully that makes me feel better. I got a definite yes, but it is telling me here that you will still worry anyway, and that will be something you will carry on your shoulders unnecessarily. Okay, let's not do that. All right. So, second question, you're just, oh, let me go ahead and put this away. So my dermatologist said that the growths on my skin are non-cancerous. They are allergies to antibiotics, and they aren't a sign of disease. But I'm still curious: are my skin issues a sign of an underlying disease? Your dermatologist said no, but you are asking anyway. Well, remember what the cards say. You're dealing with someone who's got an intuition for this. Not only do they have textbook knowledge, but they have an intuition about what they do. Okay, but let's go ahead and ask the question anyway. So let's go ahead and see if, this these growths on your skin, um if they are a sign of a disease. Okay. Hmm. Okay, so are they a sign of an underlying disease? I got no. I got a big old no. Mm-mm, mm-mm. But it still kind of just feels unfair to you. You kind of just feel like you don't deserve this, having whatever you have, the skin condition due to the antibiotics. And it could be something that might frustrate you later on. It might be something that might make you a bit, kind of have an emotional reaction to. But this is telling me, no, I don't see a disease. Okay. But yes, I do see that you do feel like this is kind of unfair. And I feel like if it's not now, I see an emotional reaction to this, and you're just like frustrated about this whole thing. Yeah, okay, so that's where the frustration comes. Okay, it seems like it's just one thing after the other. Okay, okay. It's not as serious as my emotions are making it all. You're totally accurate and awesome. Well, thank you so much. So, taco fillings, do you have any other questions for me? I don't understand your question, Taco. What do you mean? Like to commit suicide or something? Is my intuition to leave the land I'm on an antidote to my recent issues? Last one. Thanks so much. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and ask if these issues, these medical issues, or these skin issues that you're having, if you are getting these issues because it's like the universe trying to push you to go ahead and move. So let's go ahead and see. All right, awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and see if these recent issues have been happening because it's kind of like the universe's way to get you to like leave where you are now. All right, so we have the Magician, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Three of Pentacles in reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse, Eight of Swords, and also the High Priestess in reverse. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think this is more of a sign trying to teach you about feeling stuck, feeling stuck in situations. We got right here in the position of the challenge the Eight of Swords, which is, the idea or the feeling of being stuck is really just an illusion. We're never really fully stuck in a situation unless you got a person who's got a gun in your head, then you're not really stuck in a situation. Okay. So I feel like you're getting all of this because maybe you feel stuck. Maybe you feel like in a situation, and when it comes to a certain issue, you just feel like you can't do anything about it or you can't move. And especially with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, this could feel a bit like a vicious cycle. This could all feel like a vicious cycle, but we can always do. You were wondering, damn, I was wondering that lately if this is all in my own mentality and philosophy in life. I think it's more like, us assuming that there are certain things, but really the answer again is a lot simpler than what we think. And the cards you're telling me here with the Magician card, you are the master of your own creation. You got all the tools and the resources to manifest the outcome that you want. If you want to heal from all of this, and this is all happening because this feeling of being stuck and stressing yourself over, and jumping into conclusions, then maybe we should work on that. Use the Silva method to heal, to help you not to jump into conclusions, and seek answers and trust professionals rather than jumping into conclusions. Does that sound good for you, Taco? Beautiful readings. I will be back for sure. Probably book private too when I have more money. No worries, Taco. I will see you soon. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. So, this is the updated list. We have Anissa Wilson, Stephanie Binkerhoff, S.J. Science, Lynn Tran, Deshawn Peel, Yali Ortiz, Tara, G. Ram, Whitney Jones, and Janice Villarreal. Alrighty, so if your name is on the list and you are here, please let me know in the comments. All right, Janice is here, but is Whitney Jones here? Whitney Jones. Okay, I'm here. Question number 1. How did Bryant feel seeing Whitney last night? And with that, I texted him today. Okay. 1 second. Okay, so you submitted for 2 questions. So I'm going to go ahead and see, how did Bryant feel about seeing you, Whitney, last night? So, Whitney, what is your zodiac sign and what is Bryant's zodiac sign? You're a Scorpio and he's a Sagittarius. Alrighty, so let's see. How did he feel about seeing you last night? Let's see how good or bad that was. Okay, so I pulled a little bit of extra cards to help me clarify this. Now, Whitney, what is this person to you? Is he an ex? Is he a potential lover? What is he to you? Is he someone you're married to? Is this a crush of yours? Because well, let me see what you say because depending on the answer you give me, it depends on how I read the question, how I read the cards. So is this a crush that you have, a coworker? You guys are off and on trying to reconcile. What it is telling me here that he's still very much in love with you. But the thing about him is though, the thing about this Sagittarius guy, Bryant, I think he really I think he has feelings for you. I think he fantasizes about you. I think he thinks about you all the time. Having the Page of Cups in his heart tells me that you make him feel like a child again. You make him feel like, having a crush, while you're a teenager kind of feeling, and from what I'm seeing here with the cards too, is that it just seems like At the same time, though, he's trying to live in the present when it comes to you. I think he's kinda telling himself, "Well, I'm gonna test drive this, let's see where this goes." No promises, even though he thinks about you all the time. I do see that he's gonna continue to put action, forward. I think he is gonna do his part, even though he might give you the impression that he won't, but he will, okay? So, I do think he cares about you. I do think you make him feel good. I think you make him feel Page of Wands is again, I mean, Page of Cups. Page of Cups and his emotions just really tells me that he feels really good about this. And this is the card of the fantasier. This is the card of someone having a crush on you, too, as well. This card is the epitome of like, having like that crush in high school and you're like, "Oh my god, this person makes me blush," and all of that. So, and with the star card in the middle, it is telling me right here that this is a time to be positive. This is a time to be positive. I don't think there's anybody else because I do see that's something that you do worry about. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is something you have tried confronting him about, or this could be something you would want to confront him about later. But just to answer your question, I don't see anybody else. All right, sunshine love, do you have any other questions for me? Oh my god, I confront him all the time. He's really handsome and I get triggered. Yes, so you might wanna stop that. But from what the cards are telling me right here, yeah, especially with the 9 of swords in reverse, that's telling me right there we're jumping into conclusions and adding things, just jumping to conclusions when things are not even occurring. Like, and especially with the 9 of swords in reverse, that's basically telling me right there that sometimes we don't even have evidence and we're still jumping into conclusion. So it's like it's one thing if you see text messages or whatever with him and another person, but if you have no evidence and you're accusing someone of seeing somebody else or not, or just not being fully monogamous to you, that's the 9 of swords in reverse. So we probably do not want to do that. And especially because I got that in reverse, that's telling me you don't have anything to back up your feelings. Okay? So, and then again, he is Sagittarius, so I do believe you that he's handsome. Sagittarius men tend to be very handsome, so I believe you. My father is a Sagittarius, and he's already like reaching like 70, and I still see women my age hitting on my dad. It's crazy. So, and he looks great. He looks great for his age. Not hating. All right. So, but I know what you mean. Do you see him planning a date or anything around my birthday, October 31st? Amazing. Yeah, yeah, I get it, and he says that all the time. I appreciate you confirming that. Yeah, the cards kinda told me that you kinda needed to know that, and so, yeah, they were telling me, "Think positively." It seems they gave me the star with the 9 of swords in reverse. And that kind of told me right there, think positively. And that kind of gave me the feeling that you probably were either accusing him or probably questioning him a lot or doubting him a lot. And it just gave me the feeling that she needs to know that there's nothing going on. And I do think he really cares about you, but remember, he's a fire sign. He's not a water sign like you. So he's not like, and I'm a water sign too. I'm a Scorpio. Okay. Sometimes I got to listen to my own advice too. But it's kind of one of those things where it's like, as a water sign, like, you think so much about love and you're just like, let's move forward, let's get into a relationship. And with a fire sign, they're going to take their time with love. Okay. So let's see if he's going to plan to do anything for you on your birthday, October 31st. That's a wonderful question. Let's see. My birthday's the next day. You are so lucky. I wanted to be born on Halloween. But I'm born November 1st, which is Day of the Dead, which is still pretty cool. You have to watch your dad. These women are on the prowl. Yes, Scorpio gang. No, seriously. Like, um, I want my dad to be happy, but I mean, I don't mean to sound like effed up or anything, but I don't think my has the capability of making anybody else happy, you know, especially because my dad's a bit of a machismo guy and old-fashioned values and all that stuff, and he's kind of set in his ways. So I would feel really bad for any millennial I would want to be with my father, you know. So happy early birthday. Well, happy early birthday to you. All right, so let's see if he will plan something for your birthday. He better. He freaking better. All right, so we have 7 of Wands in reverse, 5 of Wands in reverse, the Emperor, 9 of Wands, Knight of Cups, Page of Wands in reverse, and also the Ace of Swords in reverse. It's a 50-50 chance leaning towards a no. I feel like during this time, there might be distance in communication. That's the problem I see right here. In the position of what's crossing you, we have the Page of Wands in reverse, and he is a fire sign. Wands court cards represent Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, and he is a Sagittarius. Mr. Bryant over here, and that being a challenge, you're dealing with somebody who's put distance because he's a career-oriented man. He is a career-oriented man, okay? But I do think you wanna argue with him, but then I feel like you want to hesitate on the arguing, um, and plus, even if it's something that you want to throw in his face, he's gonna justify his actions. That's um, so yeah, like, I'm seeing distance and communications around this time. Yeah, I think during that time, there's not gonna be any communication. I don't think there's gonna be any communication between you and this person during that time, okay? Do you have any other questions for me? Okay, love, thank you. No, that was it. Alrighty, thank you so much. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Alrighty, let's see who is next. All right. I believe that the next person is Janice. Janice, are you here? All right, Janice, whenever you're ready, go ahead and submit your question. All right, I'm a Libra and was wondering how the new guy's work Christian feels about me. I don't know his sign, unfortunately. Okay, so I'm going to see if this guy Christian has a crush on you or has some um, emotional attraction towards you. If he has some type of attraction towards you, okay, or if he has a crush on you, or even just a sexual attraction. We're going to see what kind of attraction he's got. Okay, so if he's got some attraction for you, what kind of attraction is it? Is it a crush? Is it more like you want something more with you? Or is it just a sexual attraction? So let's see. Okay, so I think right now Christian is healing from a past relationship. I see that he's in the middle of moving on from the relationship, so I feel like he's kind of focused on that. He's going through the breakup blues right now, but it is telling me that in the future, though, definitely for sure, I do see a crush, specifically a crush. So yes, I think right now he's going through some turmoil with a relationship. It seems like he's going to be moving on from something, or he is moving on from a relationship. I'm really seeing that. And but once he does the healing, or once he's ready to move forward, that's when I see that he'll start liking you. Okay, so I don't see it right now, but I see it more in the future. Sounds good? Alrighty, Janice, do you have any other questions for me today? Alrighty, well, guys, thank you so much for doing or coming in and doing your readings with me. I just want to go ahead and update the list for the people who still haven't shown up so that y'all can see that you guys have been called in a million times. Oopsie. All right. That is all. Thank you. All right. Well, I tried copying and pasting the list, but I'm so sorry, guys. Nevertheless, thank you so much for coming in. Namaste. Take care. Blessed be. And I hope to see you guys later. Bye.